Hi everyone, this is Ryan Hoyme, aka Massage Nerd, and right now I got Cherie. Welcome, Cherie.
Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah. So, how's the Congress been going for you so far?
It's been fabulous. I mean, we've had, over 200 people here. The presentations have been great. The panel, people have been coming up to me and just saying, "It's so great to have everybody here." And food's been fabulous. The environment's been fabulous. Your home, I know this isn't your hometown, but your home state here
Yep.
has been just great, and I think there's been something every time we have this, people always, "Oh, this is the best conference I've ever been to," but this one's like off the charts.
And this is the first time all these different organizations and associations have been together and stuff, and there hasn't been any fighting. It's been so nice.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. The last time we had it, we did have an industry panel with representatives from the stakeholders. Mm-hmm. But this is it's a totally different experience for everyone. And part of it is, I think, because we actually allotted 3 hours for the panel instead of a quick little panel like we had the last time.
Yeah.
So people had ample time to ask questions, and they asked very good questions at the panel, and I think got a better sense of how things are working, and hopefully how the organizations really are striving to work better together.
Yeah, and it's nice. A lot of them are actually having their board meetings around this time too. So,
right. So
they're doing two things at once. So
right.
It's
so
nice.
There's been co-location of board meet, which is kind of unheard of, I think.
Yep.
But that's always been our position when the Alliance started, is it's just like, we are the group that's solely about the education sector. There's crossover from the other organizations that also do wonderful things, but that's not their main focus. And that's what we've wanted to do. This is a culmination of what we're about, and that is really creating collaboration on a whole new level.
Yeah, and our industry so needs that. Yeah. I mean, it's starting to come together. It seems so much more.
I know, and it's like what I'm hearing from the other stakeholder organizations is, what changes do we need to make organizationally to best serve the industry?
Yeah.
And those are not words that I was hearing 15, 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So I think the organizations have really grown, and they're at a place where they can say, okay, yeah, we were doing it this way, and it worked or didn't work, but more importantly, is this what's best for the profession? And that's like so exciting.
And there's even a CE Educator of the Year and Instructor of the Year too and stuff. It's so nice to get recognition for those people.
And I think that we are the appropriate organization to do that, because we are the education organization. Although, hey, anyone who wants to honor teachers, the more the better.
Oh yeah, they need it. I mean, they're.
But also, CE providers tend to get lost. Mm-hmm. Other organizations have things for school owners and school directors, and a little bit for teachers.
Yep.
But we've always made a strong position that we have incredible educators out there that are CE providers. They don't teach in schools.
Yep.
But maybe they did at one time, but that's not where their focus is. And we need to honor them too.
Yes.
And give them the support. So that's why we are, we work to advocate for all educators.
And Cherie, it's my understanding that you guys have a location for the 2017 Congress.
Yes,
right?
We've actually had that one locked in for a while now.
Okay.
It's back in Tucson, Arizona. Going to be at the Tucson El Conquistador 5-star resort.
Okay.
People wanted it. We had, it was in the summer when we had it before, and I lived there, and I'm going, Tucson in July? Should we do like Denver? But it's a beautiful resort, and because it's in July, we're able to get a fabulous price for everybody.
Yep.
But it's not just that; it's the energy of that hotel. It's up in the mountains, and it's a gorgeous place.
And what's the closest airport then to
Tucson?
Tucson. Okay.
Although a lot of people did fly into Phoenix, because Phoenix, frankly, is a little easier direct flight from some people, and rented a car.
Okay.
And that's always an option too, because you don't have to pay for parking there.
Yep.
So.
And how many days are you going to have the Congress? Do you know yet?
Not sure.
Okay.
I mean, it'll always be at least the Thursday, Friday, Saturday like we've done.
Okay.
But I'm hoping we get to do something similar like we've done this year, where we have other organizations having their board meetings. So it might be another big 7-day event.
And what I love too, they actually had a franchise.
Yes.
Talked about massage franchises.
And unfortunately, that got, that didn't even come to light till after we had all our presenter contracts done.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to be a pre-conference next time. I want it to be
part of
the main event.
Yeah, because there's so many franchises out there and stuff like that. So we got to get ask questions and them to let us know what's going on in the industry too.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that the issues that were brought up, I know I wear rose-colored glasses, everybody. That's how I roll.
Yeah.
I expect the best, and usually I get it. But I'm hoping that some of the issues that got brought up, that when we meet again in 2 years, will be resolved, and that would be lovely.
Yep.
I know people have very mixed feelings about franchises, but they've done an incredible benefit to our field.
Great for advertising. I mean, everybody knows about massage now.
Exactly. It is much more of a household word, but there are things that need to be looked at and changed within the way their structures are set up, and hopefully, dialogue is what makes a big difference.
And you always got to change with the times.
Exactly.
Because otherwise you're going to be history really quick and stuff.
Well, and what's really interesting is that so many of these franchises, they need employees.
Big time.
Big time.
Yeah.
I something like in Minnesota alone, there's like over 500 openings or something like that. And
that's kind of nationwide now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because there's a huge downturn in massage therapists getting into the field.
Right.
Yeah.
So less people have been going to school, and so there's this need. It's like we're not filling this need.
Yep.
And we should be. People need healthy touch.
Yep.
And I don't care if they're getting it, at a Massage Heights or a Massage Envy or a doctor's office or a clinic, therapist clinic. People need healthy, safe touch. And we're denying a lot of people that simply because we don't have enough people in the field, which is a strange thing to be saying. But, because they were always talking about, there's a glut of therapists, and it's obviously not accurate. And it's not just that they want practitioners in there just to have them. They're turning away business.
Big time.
Big time.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they're not going to necessarily those people aren't going to the individual practitioners, and it's not because they don't want to go, it's because they don't know they're there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's a catch-22.
Yeah, even a lot of my past massage students contact me regularly asking, do you know any therapists that are willing to work and stuff, because they're too busy and they want to cut down a little bit and they want to start hiring people, but there's not many out there, because that kind of seems like the theme of this conference too. A lot of people are looking to try to boost up the profession and get more therapists in there. So.
Right. So it's getting more people in, but also supporting the practitioners so they can stay in longer. Which you know personally, you know that I've been doing that for 30 years in this industry. So it's teaching them how to be a good employee if that's the route they're taking, or also teaching them how to be successful in business if they're wanting to be self-employed. But then I think there's also the whole injury, burnout, damage from not using proper body mechanics and ergonomics and all of those other things. So there's a lot that needs to be done, and the educators are the people that we need to really get jazzed about doing that.
Yep, exactly. And then how do people get more information about the Congress coming up, or even about the Alliance for Massage Therapy Education and stuff? So.
www.afmte.org.
Okay, perfect.
It's going to be a couple months before we have information up on the next one, but we'll have that up. We'll have call for presenters. And just to let you know, those of you who are listening, the presentations have to be about education or research. You might have a fabulous technique course. This is not the place for that.
Yep. But the thing is, this is educators being educated. So.
Right, right. So those of you who can, have things, how do you teach multi-generational classrooms, or maybe you have some interesting forte, like some of the things we had here using technology. Because those of us that are no longer really young, a lot of people have been avoiding technology, but the numbers of students coming in is younger and younger and younger, and they grew up on technology.
Yeah.
So we as educators, we've got to step up and learn some new skills.
Yeah, a lot of schools are having iPads for the books now and stuff like that, so it's totally different.
Yeah. Well, actually, a lot of them say they're going to be doing that. Most of them haven't done it yet. Well, part of the problem is a lot of the books aren't really available digitally.
Is yours yet?
Of course it is.
Okay.
The business person, the one who was telling people to get websites 20 years ago. When people didn't even have there weren't smartphones yet, and I was saying, get a website.
Exactly. Well, thank you very much, Cherie.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure talking to you.
I know. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.